Hello everyone, it's Thursday night, October 2nd, 2025. Switching seats on the Toro 523 DXi. You know what, I probably should spend a little bit of money and get a remote mic. I've never used I have used a headphones with a mic with about a 20-foot extension. I think that's in my other truck on the other side of the barn, but I should get like a Bluetooth mic that to use in my videos. But anyway, well, I don't, if you've been following the channel for years, I on eBay I bought this. It's almost like a luggage carrier thing. Bought it on eBay, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years ago. Let me pull it up here. It was actually, from what the eBay seller said, it was like a carrier that was for like a 260 series Toro, and I think I paid, I don't know, 75, 80 bucks for it, with including shipping. I didn't pay much for it. But on to the sides are fuel tanks from Murray Lawn Tractors. There was a early 90s Murray garden tractor that I parted out in the late 90s, and I parted out. That was like a square hood version. And then about 15, 20 years ago, I parted out one that was about 5 years newer, that was a round hood version, had the same gas tank on it. So I wanted some extra fuel capacity for when I'm mowing here on the property. And each one of these tanks is smaller than I think the Toro 522XI fuel tank is about 4 gallons. I don't know if this one's about 2 or 3 gallons. So I mow grass until it's almost out of gas, and then I have a valve. I have a valve to each tank. I got a T. Then I got another valve down there. Sorry. Another valve going down to another T. So the tank, there's a hose comes down from the factory tank and T's, meets the hoses coming up there. And then the thing with this is you don't want to run, because the auxiliary tanks sit higher than the factory tank. You don't want to open up the lines on either of these tanks when this main tank is almost full. You don't want to open any of them up until you're almost empty, because the gravity is going to fill this tank and it's going to overflow. You're going to spill gas. So I built that. I don't know if I built that in 2018, 2019 or so. The hitch, the New Day high hitch, I put that on in 2018, and then since then I braced it. You can buy those New Day high hitches are made out of aluminum. It's not really the strongest. I really braced it. I did a lot of extra bracing. Plus, this is not factory. I added that too. But I don't like how this hitch pin, the hole for the hitch pin, is just too close to here. I had my garden cart hooked up to the back of this, I think a year or two ago. And by the time you put the tongue on here and the hitch pin's hitting this. So I don't know. I actually have never towed anything with the ball. Eventually, this thing's going to come off, and I'm going to use extra fuel, the fuel tank that I removed from my 520 LXI parts tractor. That's going to be taken apart next. I got on the back of my Ranger, I got my 523 DXI. I started taking it apart, I think August of 23, and I was looking up parts on the Toro website, and the 523 DXI has a different part number than the gas 5XI tractors. I'm just puzzled by that. And how much do you think Toro lists that fuel cap for? Give you a few seconds to guess. How much do they want to charge you for a fuel cap? Okay, it's got a D on it. Okay. 49, it's like almost $50. Okay, so I'm guessing a regular fuel cap is going to have a G on it or gas, but anyway. You can't get this fuel tank from Toro anymore. It's going to go on eBay and hopefully it sells. I got a bunch of other stuff on eBay. If you don't know, if you haven't heard about this tractor before, 65.8 hours. First owner had it, and I think it was an elderly guy. I don't know if he had a grandchild running it or something, who didn't check the oil and the engine was ruined. 2 out of 3 connecting rods broke. Hole in the right side of the block. There was a hole in the left lower corner of the block. I'm the third owner. I'm started parting it out August of 23, and then I parked it, and then started dismantling it more last month. So anyway, sorry, I'm getting off topic. Originally, I was just going to shoot a video of replacing the seat, taking out the junky seat. Well, the 5/16" threaded rod stamped on me last night when I was mowing grass, and I thought, well, might as well upgrade to a 1/2" threaded rod to replace the 5/16. So went to Menards, got 1/2" threaded rod, 1/2" nylock nuts, and the old seat. Well, here's the seat off of the 523 DXI. Not perfect, but a lot better than this one. I used, I don't know how many years ago, I used Flex Seal tape to cover up the cracks on there. You know, I like Flex Seal tape. You put it on something, it's not going to come off. I think they could cover a nuclear bomb with Flex Seal tape and it'll never explode. You apply it to something, it will not come off. It's like super glue times 1,000. It's just really, really, really strong tape. So what I enjoy doing is I like taking an old seat, pulling the seal off, pulling the foam and plastic off. It's something I just enjoy. I don't get to do it very often. Okay, let's place I got the phone sitting on a cheap Walmart tripod. Okay, let's do this joyous thing. I'm decommissioning a factory. I actually had this on Craigslist, trying to sell it for $25, and well, who wants this piece of crap anyway? Where is the... Somewhere. Oh, there's the seal right there. Where the joint. Oh. I should have brought a screwdriver. Got a screwdriver in the truck. I wish I could play music to my videos. Well, okay, YouTube does offer music. Licensed through YouTube videos, but I actually, I don't know if there's only 2 or 3 videos I've ever edited. Just used hacksaw. Seal, hold the seal. Come on. Okay, I'm going to talk about my health a little bit, so I better say my disclaimer. Hi, my name's Boyd Walker. This channel talks about a lot of different stuff. I'm not a doctor. I don't have any training in natural medicine or Eastern medicine, any kind of medicine. Don't have any training in diet or exercise, anything. So if anything you hear me talk about my health or diet or Lyme disease or anything to do with your health or diet or sleep, I'm not an expert. If you're inspired by anything I say, please seek the guidance of a trained medical professional. Oh, that feels so good. Just ripping it off. There. There. Okay. Okay, so we got the seal off. We get to rip the foam out. Oh, rip the foam out. I don't know if you can still get a new Toro 5XI seat. Probably costs you $300, $400, $500. That's going in the trash. This is going. Well, maybe I should salvage the seat switch. Yeah. I had my favorite mechanic who retired from working on mowers, I'll leave his name out, he disabled the seat safety switch on me without getting my permission. Really nice, knowledgeable guy. Like him, I'm not going to mention his name. He actually used to have a shop not far from here. Of course, I'm not telling you where my storage is here. Okay, Boyd had to burp a little bit there. Okay, where is that 1/2-inch drill bit? There she is. So I get a drill. Okay, the seat mount is already 1/2-inch. Let's see what this is. I know I'm going to have to drill. Okay, the square steel that I showed earlier in the video, that's perforated steel made by Hillman. I recorded a video about Hillman steel, perforated steel, probably about 5, 6, 7 years ago. Talked about the different sizes, the 1-inch, 1 1/4, 1 1/2-inch on the outside. Plus, they sell it in different thicknesses. So between the 1, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, each one of those sizes, you could get a thicker one or thinner metal. Because Menard sells it, Fleet Farm sells it, but I forget which place sells it in a thicker version, which place sells it in a thinner version. But anyway, I think it's a company in Colorado that sells the Hillman, that makes the Hillman perforated steel. I made this front bumper. I think I made that in 2019, like July or August of 2019. I made that because You know, Toro made these plastic front bumpers on their tractors. You sneeze on them. You sneeze on them and they crack. You get a parts tractor, if you're going to part out a Toro 5XI tractor, first things that are going to sell is if you have a good front bumper and a good grill. And then the next thing people are looking for are the side panels, and then the baffles around the steering wheel. Actually, my 523 DXI in the back of the Ranger here has a pretty good, gotta turn off the dome light in the Ranger, has a pretty good but not perfect bellows, and I got like 4 people interested in buying it. And no, this front bumper is not for sale. I should have a light out here, so you're not looking at me as a shadow. Let's see. Do I have a, oh wait, I got a light. I can move this outside. Oh wait, I don't want to forget it. There's a wasp nest. I got a wasp nest right up here. I've been just leaving them alone. You know, I could easily kill them, but I thought, you know, they've been there. They've had this nest. I built the inner door to this barn, I think about 4 years ago, and what am I doing? And where I lost track of what I was going to say next. I built this inner door, and the darn wasp, they've been having wasp nest up on, they've had several in there, and then I filled that full of foam. My dad and his second wife were here. I think it was 2016. Looked at my pedal cart project, and my dad got stung by a wasp. He was fine. It just, you know, you don't want your elderly dad to get stung by a wasp, but nobody wants that. So okay, how about I put a board? It's like a three-legged thing, three-legged tripod. I got the phone on. Okay. Oh well. Or maybe should I just put the phone tripod way up like this? Wait, oh, I can only go so far. Or I could put her up here on the hood of the tractor. I'm sorry. Yet again, another video. It's not going to be an award-winning video for YouTube. I think they do have the YouTube Video Awards, don't they? At least they have in the past. Okay, let's see. Move my... if you go on my channel, Boyd the Goofball channel, I get a playlist. The playlist is, one of the playlists is Boyd's favorite songs. One of those songs that I was playing just before I started recording was Billy Idol's Hot in the City Tonight. I wish I had a good singing voice. When I was younger, I did some singing here and there, you know, just singing along with the radio. And I actually did it enough that my voice was getting better, but if I could have put in a request with God, when God was making me for what talents he would have given me, I would have asked him, could you give me the talents to be a singer-songwriter? I just would have loved to have done that. I just, to be another Billy Joel, or, Billy Joel had huge success in his musical career. I mean, just to be half as successful as him would have been quite an achievement. So, okay, I got to take the bolts off of the new seat, or the replacement seat. Okay, sockets. Did I switch sockets again? Got them mixed up. Hyper Tough. Master. Yeah, I did get them. I got my 1/2-inch ones mixed up. Master Force. Okay, there. Yeah, I got two sets of box and open ends wrenches. One is a Master Force, and the other one is Hyper Tough. Wow, Hyper Tough. It's got to be really good if it's a Hyper Tough wrench. Okay, there. So if I had music playing in the background, YouTube would flag the video, pull it down, and make me remove the music from the background. I recorded fireworks in downtown Stillwater. What was it, about 4 years ago? 4 years ago. And it was up. And then they flagged it and says, so you got to remove the music because that's copyrighted. And then the button came up where I could select, where YouTube removes the music from the video. And I tried that and it didn't work, and I wasn't able to post the video. So anyway. Got my good 520 LXI over on the right, the parts 520 LXI on the left. I have too many projects. I've actually sold quite a bit. About 3 years ago, I thought, okay, they're talking about another big recession coming, or maybe something worse, and I started buying stuff for having a garden. I bought tiller attachments. I bought a new one-bottom plow from Lowe's. I bought a disc through eBay that was an open box, as is, maybe missing parts, and it wasn't missing parts. Then I found a second one at Menards, which was made by the same company, on sale for $200. I was buying all kinds of stuff, and then a year ago, one of the sons of the owner here says, Boyd, you should start looking for another storage, or maybe just begin selling everything, because of how old his mom is. And then, so I thought, oh crap, I got all this money into one bottom plow. Yeah, I paid, I think with tax, I paid $535 for the one bottom plow, Brindley plow I bought through Lowe's. Sold it for $400 this last summer, so I lost $135. The two discs, I got video on the two discs. I actually attached them together. So I had, how much did I have into them? I had a little bit less than 400 into them. I sold them for 300. So I lost $100 there. There was an aerator I bought. Oh, there was one aerator I got free on a pizza delivery. A second one I bought on eBay as a closeout, and I think I made a little bit of money on that one, but okay. I'm sorry, I'm rambling from one subject to another. Okay, I'm going to have to drill out the holes in the seat base. In the base of the seat. Let's see. I'm going to have to drill holes through the Hillman perforated steel to bring it up to 1/2 inch. This actually isn't going to take long. I'm talking a lot more than anything else. So, for the Lyme disease, some people follow my channel. I'm up to an amazing number of 476 subscribers. Can you believe that? After, I think I started the channel September, October of 2008, and I'm up to an amazing 476 subscribers. Can you believe that? Okay, I hope I have the right. Yeah, I do. I got the right thing for my drill. This is my cheap Menards drill. I should unplug it before putting a drill bit in it, so I don't want to hurt myself. Drill bit. I'm working at the factory full time. It's nice to have just one job. I think I'm going to have to go back to the pizza place. Yeah, I'm not making a whole lot more money than what my expenses are, to be honest. I thought I'd be doing better. I think I'm making either, I don't know, 24, 25 bucks an hour. Full benefits, 401k will start in January. Subsidized health insurance. So I got the apartment all to myself. 3-bedroom apartment, $975 a month. Can you believe that? $975 a month includes trash, off-street parking. I don't have a garage. I have to pay the electric, of course. It's got hot water heat. I've lived at the same place since fall of '97. Originally, it was one of my brothers with my mom and I. And my lease was renewed. 3-bedroom apartment, $975 a month. I have more room than I need. Okay. I have some 5-gallon buckets. You can't see it holding up the back of this thing. Otherwise, they'd fall on the floor. Oh, okay, I don't want the rattle thing. There, flip that. Socket sets. Oh yeah, the gas cap is different on my 522XI. It says unleaded. Unleaded. So it's, yeah, so this, the gas cap, fuel cap on the 523DXI has a D on it. So the gas caps on a Toro 260 series lawn tractor Same gas cap you find in a Toro 5XI tractor aside from the diesel. Oops, wrong way. Got that done. Now if I take this bolt out, oh wait, that's all bent up. Okay, maybe I can break it if I bend it enough. Yeah, I think I can break it. From pivoting, it just wore through and broke on me last night. Another song on Boyd's favorite songs, my playlist on my channel is Thank God and Greyhound You're Gone. A great song by, why am I forgetting his name? He was on Hee Haw for years. He was one of the main actors on Hee Haw. Great, fantastic guitar player. Okay, that's half-inch already. He died, I don't know, about 5 years ago. I hate it when I forget names. Okay, all this side is in the way. The cup holder thing is in my way. Gotta put something in front of that. I'm not a professional. I'm very much an amateur at this modification. Any modification you make to your lawn tractor is at your own risk. If you add an extra fuel tank to your lawn tractor, get the advice, get the guidance of a trained mechanic. He'll probably tell you no, don't do it. Especially if you don't know what you're doing. So, okay, let's put some blocks under there. Thank God and Greyhound, she's gone. I bet some husbands have played that song once their divorce is over. You know, a divorce with a wife that was just a terrible wife. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this tank has fuel in it. The other tank doesn't. Shit, I didn't want that to happen. Now what do I do? Come back here. Come back here. You little bugger. I'm gonna be in trouble if this thing falls. Okay, now I can drill from the other side. So the mounts, the seat mounts are 1/2 inch. Okay, here we go. we go. So 2 down, 2 more to go. Thank God in Greyhound she's gone. That shiny old bus is a beautiful sight, with a black smoke rising from around the tail lights. What's the rest of the... Oh, darn it. My head's like a foot from the wasp nest. Anyway. Or maybe a wife, you know, after she's driving away from the court proceedings, would play that song and say, "Thank God in Greyhound he's gone." I have too many projects. I had a prayer before I left home. I stopped at home to get my drill and drill bits before I came here, and I had a prayer, and I talked about a bunch of different things. I said to God, I just would be so happy if I could just catch up with all my projects, all the work I have to do in my 2 trucks. Just catch up. I would be so happy if I could do that. Or if I could just have a month off. If I could just not work for a month. Of course, you know, they're not going to put up with that. They'd hire someone to replace me. This drill bit's really dull. One more hole to drill. Hopefully, hopefully everything lines up. Hopefully everything lines up good here. Go inboard or outboard? Okay, they go inboard. Okay, run the thread from this side. There's the cup holders in the way. Okay, we got 6 holes to go through. We got 8 holes to go through. Fourth hole. All right. Should use my gloves. Oh, come on. It isn't going to rain, is it? Darn it, it's okay. I didn't even look at the weather forecast. It starts sprinkling. But we are just inside the door, so with luck, I can finish this. I should be in bed in about, it's 8:56. I should be in bed. I should be asleep no later than 9:45. barn, I was there. You know what? I could put 2 nylock nuts back to back and turn it in that way. I just love these nylock nuts. They sell, well, you can get them just about anywhere. You can get hardware. You got the nylon. I bet whoever invented them, if you got a good lawyer, made a chunk of money. Don't know if I ever talked about him. My former coworker Kurt showed up at work today, and Greg, my newest coworker, who was hired to work in receiving with me and Dan, got to meet him for the first time today. Didn't take Greg very long to get very annoyed with Kurt. I had to work with Kurt for almost 3 months. He just about drove me insane. He just about drove Dan insane. Dan is the younger guy that works, well, he works in receiving, you know, part-time. He works over in detail more of the time than he works in receiving now. He thought about quitting just because of Kurt was such a pain in the So Kurt was showing Greg how to do this, and Greg stepped aside and says, "This guy can't leave soon enough. I'm getting very annoyed with him. Him trying to tell me how to do my job." Okay, 3/4 inch. See if we can run that in. Okay, is that lining up? I don't know if it's lining up. Darn it. This is almost a 2-person job. I wonder how Abby's doing. Is it lining up? I can't tell. No, it's not lining up. Darn it. See, okay, I'm off. I'm off by a bit there. Can't see. This, yep, it's a 2-person job doing this. Thank God and Greyhound you're gone. I didn't know how much longer I could go on. That shiny old bus is a beautiful sight with the black smoke arose, and rising up around the tail lights. It may sound kind of cruel, but I've been silent too long. Thank God and Greyhound, you're gone. I used to sing a little bit. So I was out delivering pizza years ago. I really would have loved to have been a singer-songwriter. I've written poems. I got in the storage room in the apartment. I got poems here and there, scattered, disorganized. There was one that I wrote that I thought was really good. I wrote it in the late 90s. I think I only showed it to 1 or 2 people. I'd love to find it and see if someone with some really good talent actually read it. See if there's something that could be turned into a song. Oh, I would just enjoy that so much. Okay, I got through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes. Now I got to line it up on the right side. Perforated steel, Hillman perforated steel. Okay. Oh, darn. Now the nylock nut is spinning on the 36-inch long threaded rod. So I got to put another rod or nylock nut up against it so it'll stop spinning. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I got 2 nuts on. There we're getting lined up. All right. Oh, we're getting there. Oh, we're getting there. How much time? Wow, 55 minutes. I'm sorry this video is more of me talking than anything else. It's good that I'm feeling good enough to talk that much. I do have a nice breeze here blowing into the barn. The sprinkles are back. The tractor is sitting where I'm at. I'm about 3 feet from the door opening. Okay, there. Come on. Let's see it there. Okay, I'm going through. You probably hear the raindrops on the roof. Okay, there. Okay, hey, we're almost there. This is so much easier than taking this little luggage rack thing off the back. Because then I'd have to unhook hoses, and this fuel tank here is full of fuel. So I did the same thing on a Toro 260 series tractor decades ago. I added, mounted 2 fuel tanks from Toro commercial walk-behind mowers on the back. So I didn't have to deal with plastic gas cans in the back of my truck. So, because you know, if you have a plastic gas can in the back of your pickup and you're driving around, you should have it strapped down. So instead I had auxiliary fuel tanks on the tractor. You know, and I had enough gas on me to mow for like 8 or 10 hours. Okay, there. Let's turn it in a little bit more. Okay, this will last longer with a 1/2-inch bolt versus 5/6. The 1/2-inch threaded rod and versus 5/16. So I like my job. Isn't that amazing? I do cleaning in a factory where I can get plenty dirty, and I like my job. I'm so lucky that I'm healthy enough to work this job after having Lyme disease for 40 some years. 2017, I was so sick. I thought, I was thinking, okay, if some medicine doesn't come out to help me, in 2017, I thought I'm going to be dead in 2 to 3 years. I literally thought that. Okay, oh, that's beautiful. The seat does have, okay, there's a crack right there, another crack right there. So much better than the previous seat I had. Okay, come on, don't rain too much. I'm not done here. Oh wait, it's a window down my Ranger. Okay. There, got the window up in the Ranger. Oh, that is so beautiful. I've been going to put this seat on for like 2 years. Finally did it tonight, because I just had no choice but to fix it. And as long as I'm fixing the pivot, well, might as well swap seats, so. Two more nuts on and we're done. Yep. Any gloves? Okay, is the phone getting wet? No, it's not. All right. glasses on. Oh, amazingly, my glasses only got a few little drops on. Let's wipe my glasses off. Turn away from the camera so you don't see my belly. I don't think there's any women gonna get excited looking at my belly. All right. Oh. Thank God and Greyhound, you're gone. Okay. Oh, darn it. Trying to get the nut on. When you cut threaded rod, you're risking the cut having flash sticking up to the point where you can't get the nut on. Some people will run a regular nut, nylock type of nut in the threaded rod ahead of where they're going to cut the threaded rod off. And then after they cut it off, they turn the nut back out the other way, run it over to clean the threads. I've seen a post on a forum, I think on Facebook. Oh, sorry, I'm getting political here. This person said something about the party that Joe Biden was elected by, allegedly. And this person posted about his far left of his party, and he described them as offended by everything, ashamed by nothing. I thought that was just spot on. So very, very telling. Amazing. We got her done. Excuse me for burping. Don't know if you heard that one. Okay. Put the seat back. Oh, that's so much better. Sitting on a smooth seat again without sticks and stuff between my butt and the seat. Because with the old seat, the cracks would collect sticks and stuff, and that wasn't fun. Okay, let's put the tools away. Let's go home, go to bed. Oh, it's 9:20. Oh, I should be home by now. Relaxing. Let's grab the tools. Okay, well, I should probably stop the video right here. Alright, sorry the video is more me talking than you actually watching what I was doing. But, okay, turn the seat back. Here, let's get a video. Get a shot. Okay. Okay. Here we go. You see that? Okay. So that threaded rod there, 1/2 inch. There used to be 5/16 inch threaded rod. So I had to drill out the Hillman steel. I had to drill out the pivots in the bottom, the seat bottom. Didn't have to drill out the pivots in the actual frame that sits on the body because there was a stepped bolt or a shoulder bolt that held it in place. Oh, this will be nice to mow on this with sitting on a seat that's decent, you know. There's a crack right there, crack right there, here a crack, there a crack, everywhere, crack, crack. And I'm goofy tonight. Okay. All right, well, thanks for watching. See ya, bye.